You're here right now at this moment because tomorrow you want to be somebody greater than the person you are today. You see yourself succeeding, you have a vision, you have a dream. Congratulations. You're already 10 steps ahead of 95% of the world. Imagine if Michael Jordan was scared of missing. He would have never taken a shot. Imagine if Steve Jobs was afraid of people not liking his product. There would be no iPhone. So ask yourself this: do you want to be a person who fears failure, or do you want to be a person who loves success? Which one? Because you're gonna have to pick today. And I'll tell you one thing: one is a failure and one is a success. And if you love success, there is nothing that can stop you. All those negative things people say will mean nothing. They're gonna talk about how only 1% make it to the top. Big deal. Wanna know something else? Only 1% stick with that fitness program long enough to see results. Only 1% of nerds stick with that video game long enough to get good at it. Only 1% of relationships stick it out to the end. That doesn't mean you have a 1% chance. It just means you can't behave like the 99%. You'll have to do something better than giving up a month from now. Those are just numbers. You want to talk about numbers? Take a look around you and take a good look around you. Are you like 99% of the people around you? If you are, then you're in the wrong video, my friend. You have to love success just as much because that's what's gonna allow you to get up and go for it. Being scared to fail won't do anything. In fact, when you love success and you start going for it, guess what happens? You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail 10 times, 100 times, maybe even 1,000 times. But that's okay. Failure isn't permanent. Falling isn't permanent. You get right back up and keep going. And this time, you're gonna be stronger, wiser, and you'll be more driven than ever. And for every 10 failures, you'll land one success. You have to love success so much that you're willing to fail 10 times before you can succeed once.
You are strong because you used to be weak. You found a way to get back up again and again in situations that seemed bleak. You kept moving forward when others started to retreat. Your will to win is impeccable, and that's what makes you so hard to defeat. Your mindset is set to unbreakable. In the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, you remain unshakable. They thought they could break you, but they were sadly mistaken. You took your misery and turned it into history and accomplished feats that were not only earth-shaking, they were also record-breaking. Bruce Lee said, don't pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. I guess you said your prayers because you stand tall in situations where most would run. The world gets so caught up in measurables like height, weight, speed, IQ tests, but the most important measurable of all is the one they can never test. And that's the heart of a champion and the will to win, the passion and desire to fight, and fight to the very end. Just when they expect you to break like a levee, that's when you're at your best, locked, loaded, and ready. And you tell life, bring it on, please test me, because they underestimated you and labeled you a loser. But at this very moment, you decided to be a chooser because you chose to dig deeper than you ever had before. And that's the exact reason why success is now knocking at your door. For so long, you were losing, but you knew you deserved so much more. And that's when your will to win kicked in and helped you ascend to the ceiling from the floor. And now there are no limits to the realms of greatness you will reach. The will to win is something they can never teach. The will to win happens when you make the decision to finally unleash your inner beast to the world. This is a great day to win.